September 11th, 2001, a day that changed the world forever. The images are seared into our collective memory. The Twin Towers, symbols of American might, reduced to rubble. The Pentagon, the heart of American defense, scarred by flames. The world watched in horror. This was an attack on America, on freedom itself. The events of that day would have a profound impact on the world. They would shape global politics, security measures, and our very way of life. But amidst the chaos and fear, stories of courage and resilience emerged. Ordinary people performing extraordinary acts of bravery. This is the story of one such symbol of resilience, a story that unfolded thousands of feet above the unfolding tragedy. This is the story of Air Force One on September 11th. Air Force One. More than just an airplane, it's a symbol of American power and prestige. A flying Oval Office, equipped with state-of-the-art technology and security measures. It's a place where presidents make decisions that shape the world. On September 11th, Air Force One became a refuge. A mobile command center in a nation under attack. Its mission to protect the President of the United States, George W. Bush, and ensure the continuity of American leadership. This documentary tells the story of the men and women aboard Air Force One on that fateful day. The morning of September 11th began like any other for President Bush. He was in Sarasota, Florida, at an elementary school, reading to children. The skies were clear, the mood optimistic. But at 8:46 a.m. Eastern Time, the world changed. News of the first plane hitting the World Trade Center sent shockwaves through the nation. At first, it seemed like a terrible accident. But as the president received updates, the horrifying reality became clear. America was under attack. The Secret Service immediately whisked the president away from the school. Every second counted. They needed to get him to safety. Their destination, Air Force One. Air Force One was already warming up on the tarmac, ready to return to Washington, D.C. But the attacks changed everything. The president's safety was paramount. The usual protocols were out the window. Decisions had to be made, and fast. The crew of Air Force One faced a daunting task. The eyes of the world were upon them. They had to keep the president safe, maintain communication, and project an image of strength and resolve in the face of unimaginable terror. This wasn't just a flight. It was a race against time, a fight to protect the leader of the free world and the future of America. This is their story.
The atmosphere inside Air Force One was electric. The usual calm of a presidential flight was replaced by a palpable tension. Every member of the crew knew the stakes. This was not a drill. This was a national emergency. President Bush boarded Air Force One, his face grim. The enormity of the situation was sinking in. America was under attack, and he was the target. The plane, his only sanctuary, was a symbol of both strength and vulnerability. Colonel Mark Tillman, the pilot in command, received his orders. Take off immediately, destination unknown. The priority, get the president to safety. As Air Force One roared down the runway and lifted into the sky, it carried with it the hopes and fears of a nation. The world held its breath.
The skies above Florida were clear, a stark contrast to the chaos unfolding below. As Air Force One gained altitude, the crew worked feverishly, gathering information, assessing threats, and planning their next move. Communication was key. Secure lines connected them to the White House, the Pentagon, and intelligence agencies across the country. The information was fragmented, often contradictory. The world was still reeling from the attacks. The Twin Towers were on fire. The Pentagon had been hit. There were reports of other potential targets. No one knew the extent of the attacks or what was to come next. In this atmosphere of uncertainty and fear, one thing was clear: the president's safety was paramount.
Inside the cabin, President Bush met with his advisors. The weight of the situation was heavy on their shoulders. They were responsible for making life-or-death decisions with limited information and time. The initial plan was to return to Washington, D.C. immediately, But as more information came in, that plan was quickly scrapped. The airspace over Washington was considered too risky. The Pentagon, a symbol of American military might, had been attacked. Could Air Force One be next? The decision was made to head west, away from potential targets, towards a secure Air Force base. The destination Barksdale Air Force Base in Louisiana. It was a temporary haven, a chance to refuel, reassess the situation, and address the nation. Section 4. Barksdale, a momentary pause. The landing at Barksdale was tense but flawless. As Air Force One touched down, the president and his team were whisked away to a secure location on the base. From a makeshift studio, President Bush addressed the nation. His words, broadcast around the world, were a message of strength and resolve. "Terrorism against our nation will not stand," he declared. The brief stop at Barksdale was a moment to catch their breath, to gather their thoughts, and to plan their next move. The world was watching, waiting to see what America would do next. But even as President Bush spoke, the crew of Air Force One knew that their mission was far from over. They were a flying fortress in a world at war, and their journey was just beginning.
Section 1. A Fortress in the Sky. As Air Force One soared westward, it transformed into a flying fortress. This wasn't just a mode of transportation, it was a symbol of American resilience, a mobile command center in a world thrown into chaos. Every aspect of the aircraft, from its reinforced structure to its advanced communication systems, was designed to protect the president and ensure the continuity of government. The crew, highly trained and accustomed to pressure, worked tirelessly, their every action governed by protocol and driven by a deep sense of duty. They knew that the eyes of the world were upon them, that their actions could have global ramifications. The gravity of the situation was not lost on anyone aboard. The attacks on New York City and Washington, D.C. were unprecedented on American soil. The possibility of further attacks, perhaps even targeting Air Force One itself, was a very real threat. Section 2. The Invisible Shield Technology on Guard. Air Force One, often referred to as the Flying White House, is equipped with an array of sophisticated security measures, many classified, designed to counter a wide range of threats. On September 11th, these systems were pushed to their limits. The aircraft's defenses include advanced radar systems, electronic countermeasures, and even anti-missile flares, all designed to detect and deter potential attacks. While the specifics remain classified, experts believe that Air Force One's defenses are on par with those of military aircraft. Communication is paramount in a crisis, and Air Force One is equipped with multiple redundant communication systems, including secure satellite links and encrypted radio frequencies, ensuring that the President and his team could stay connected with key officials and agencies on the ground, even in the most remote locations.
As Air Force One flew, a team of communication specialists worked feverishly to maintain contact with the outside world. Secure lines hummed with activity, relaying vital information, orders, and updates. The president needed to be kept informed of the evolving situation, and he needed to be able to communicate with world leaders, military commanders, and most importantly, the American people. Every word transmitted from Air Force One that day carried immense weight. The world was on edge, desperate for information, for reassurance. The president's voice, calm and resolute, would be a beacon of hope in a time of darkness. Beyond the president's communications, Air Force One served as a vital link for other government officials and agencies. Secure data streams flowed constantly, ensuring that critical information reached those who needed it most.
Amidst the technological marvels and security protocols, it was the human element that truly defined Air Force One's role on September 11th. The crew, facing unimaginable pressure, demonstrated extraordinary courage, professionalism, and resilience. Colonel Tillman, a seasoned pilot with years of experience, became a calming presence in the storm. His steady hand on the controls, his clear and concise communication with the crew and the president, instilled confidence in those around him. The Secret Service detail, tasked with protecting the president at all costs, faced the ultimate test of their training. They were prepared for any eventuality, their every movement calculated, their eyes constantly scanning for threats. And through it all, the president himself remained calm and resolute. He knew that the world was watching, and he was determined to project an image of strength and resolve. His demeanor, his words, his very presence on Air Force One served as a reminder that even in the darkest of times, America would endure.
The crew of Air Force One, though highly trained for emergencies, found themselves in uncharted territory. The weight of the day's events pressed down on them. The images of the burning towers, the Pentagon in flames, replayed in their minds. Fear was a natural response, but panic was not an option. Their mission was clear: ensure the president's safety. Their training kicked in, providing a framework for action, a sense of purpose amidst the chaos. They were not robots, however. They were mothers, fathers, sons, and daughters. They had families, loved ones, whose safety they worried about just as the nation worried for its own.
Inside the cockpit, the tension was palpable. Colonel Tillman and his co-pilot, their eyes glued to the instruments, navigated the skies with meticulous care. Every blip on the radar, every communication from the ground, held the potential for danger. The airspace was far from normal. Civilian flights were grounded, leaving the skies to military aircraft and the ever-present threat of the unknown. The usual chatter of air traffic control was replaced by a tense silence, punctuated by coded messages and terse commands. The responsibility weighed heavily on Tillman's shoulders. He knew that the fate of the free world, in many ways, rested on his ability to keep Air Force One airborne and out of harm's way.
Time seemed to warp aboard Air Force One that day. Minutes stretched into hours as the crew awaited updates, their senses on high alert. The constant hum of the engines provided a steady backdrop to the unfolding drama. Rumors and speculation swirled through the cabin, fueled by snippets of information from the outside world. The full extent of the attacks was still unknown, adding to the sense of uncertainty and fear. In the midst of it all, there were moments of human connection, of shared anxieties and quiet reassurance. The crew, drawn together by circumstance, found solace in their shared mission, in their commitment to each other and to their country.
As the hours passed, the initial shock began to give way to a steely determination. The crew of Air Force One, drawing on their training and their shared sense of purpose, found solace in the rhythm of their duties. Every action, no matter how small, took on added significance. A flight attendant offering a comforting word to a passenger, a technician meticulously checking communications equipment, a Secret Service agent maintaining a watchful eye. Each act was a small victory against the forces of chaos. They were not superheroes, these men and women of Air Force One, but ordinary people thrust into extraordinary circumstances. And in that moment, their quiet courage, their unwavering professionalism, became a symbol of hope for a nation reeling from an unprecedented attack.
Air Force One, often mistaken for a specific aircraft, is actually a designation. Any plane carrying the President of the United States assumes this iconic title. On September 11th, it was a heavily modified Boeing 747, a marvel of engineering and a symbol of American power that took on the mantle of Air Force One. Beyond its size and impressive range, Air Force One houses a suite of features that elevate it far beyond a standard passenger jet. It's designed to function as a mobile command center, capable of withstanding unimaginable threats and ensuring the continuity of American leadership, even in the face of global crisis. The aircraft is equipped with an array of defenses, some known, many classified, that make it one of the most secure aerial vehicles ever built. It's designed to operate in hostile airspace, capable of deflecting attacks and safeguarding its precious cargo. The leader of the free world. While the full extent of Air Force One's security measures remains shrouded in secrecy, experts believe it boasts advanced countermeasures designed to protect against a range of threats. These include sophisticated electronic jamming systems capable of disrupting enemy radar and missile guidance systems. The aircraft's hardened structure is designed to withstand the blast wave and shrapnel from surface-to-air missiles, providing an additional layer of protection for those on board. It's a flying fortress, built to endure even in the most hostile of environments. Air Force One can also deploy countermeasures like flares, which create intense heat signatures designed to confuse heat-seeking missiles, diverting them away from the aircraft. These defensive capabilities turn the plane into a moving target, difficult to track and even harder to hit.
Communication is paramount in a crisis, and Air Force One excels in this domain. It's equipped with an advanced suite of communication systems, ensuring constant, secure contact with the ground, even in the most remote corners of the globe. Multiple redundant systems, including satellite phones, encrypted radio frequencies, and secure video conferencing capabilities, provide the President and his staff with a lifeline to the outside world. They can coordinate with government agencies, military commanders, and world leaders, no matter where they are. The plane even boasts its own dedicated air traffic control system, allowing it to communicate directly with other aircraft and navigate complex airspace with minimal reliance on ground-based systems. It's a self-contained communication hub, designed to operate independently if necessary.
Section 4. Prepared for any crisis. Medical and emergency capabilities. Beyond its security features and communication prowess, Air Force One is equipped to handle a variety of emergencies. It boasts a fully equipped medical suite, often compared to a small hospital, capable of providing advanced medical care in flight. A dedicated medical team, including doctors, nurses, and paramedics, is always on board, ready to respond to any medical situation that may arise, from minor ailments to critical injuries. The President's health and well-being are paramount, and Air Force One ensures he has access to top-notch medical care at all times. The aircraft also carries a supply of the President's blood type, ensuring immediate access to blood transfusions if needed. This level of preparedness underscores the meticulous attention to detail and the commitment to the President's safety that defines Air Force One's mission. Section 1. Unsung Heroes of the Republic. The story of Air Force One on September 11th is more than just a chronicle of technology and strategy. It is, at its heart, a story of human courage and compassion, of ordinary individuals rising to meet extraordinary challenges. The men and women who crewed Air Force One that day may not have worn capes or carried weapons, but their actions were no less heroic. They were thrust into a maelstrom of uncertainty and fear, tasked with protecting the leader of the free world at a moment when America's very existence seemed under threat. Yet, they never faltered. They drew upon their training, their professionalism, and their deep sense of patriotism to fulfill their duty. Their stories, often untold, deserve to be heard. They are a testament to the human spirit's ability to find strength in adversity, to unite in the face of a common enemy, and to emerge from darkness with a renewed sense of purpose.
Section 2. The quiet professionals, duty above all else. There's a quiet dignity to the way the Air Force One crew conducted themselves on September 11th. They didn't seek recognition, nor did they shirk their responsibilities. They were the epitome of professionalism, putting aside their personal anxieties to focus on the task at hand, ensuring the President's safety and the continuity of American leadership. From the pilots navigating the skies with unwavering precision to the Secret Service agents maintaining a constant vigil, to the communications officers working tirelessly to maintain contact with the outside world, every member of the crew played a vital role. They were a team, united by their shared mission and their unwavering commitment to each other and to their country. They were the quiet professionals, the unsung heroes of September 11th.
The events of September 11th forged an unbreakable bond between the crew members of Air Force One. They had shared an experience unlike any other, a crucible of fear and uncertainty that tested their mettle and revealed their true character. In the confines of that aircraft, they found solace in each other's company, drawing strength from their shared purpose and their common humanity. They laughed together, they cried together, they supported each other through the darkest of hours. The bonds formed that day extended beyond the call of duty. They became a family, bound together by a shared experience that would forever shape their lives and their perspectives.
The crew of Air Force One returned home on September 11th forever changed by their experience. They had witnessed firsthand the fragility of life, the depths of human cruelty, and the unwavering spirit of the American people. They carried with them the memories of that day, the sights, the sounds, the emotions, etched into their minds like scars on the soul. Some found solace in sharing their stories, while others sought comfort in quiet reflection. The passage of time has not diminished the impact of that day. They emerged from the crucible of that experience as heroes, not by their own definition, but by the quiet courage and unwavering dedication they displayed in the face of unimaginable adversity. The legacy of the Air Force One crew on September 11th extends far beyond that fateful day. Their actions serve as a reminder that heroism can be found in the most unexpected of places, not just on battlefields or in moments of grand spectacle, but in the quiet dedication of ordinary individuals who rise to meet extraordinary challenges. Their story is a testament to the power of training, the importance of professionalism, and the enduring strength of the human spirit. They are an inspiration to us all, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always hope, always courage, and always the unwavering spirit of those who serve a cause greater than themselves. Their story is a story of America, a nation forged in the fires of adversity, bound together by the threads of courage, compassion, and an unwavering belief in the promise of a brighter tomorrow. As the dust settled on that horrific day, a nation found itself grounded, both literally and figuratively. The skies, once teeming with the bustle of air travel, fell silent. The freedom of movement, a hallmark of American life, was brought to a standstill. Yet even as the nation grappled with the enormity of the tragedy, a spirit of resilience began to emerge. Amidst the grief and the fear, there was a palpable sense of unity, a collective determination to rebuild, to honor the fallen, and to emerge from the darkness stronger than before. The attacks on September 11th had shaken America to its core, but they had also revealed its fundamental strength, the unyielding spirit of its people. The events of that day would forever alter the landscape of aviation security, leading to increased security measures at airports across the country and around the world. But beyond the concrete barriers and security checkpoints, something more profound had shifted. A heightened awareness of our shared vulnerability and the preciousness of the freedoms we often take for granted. The attacks of September 11th left an indelible mark on the aviation industry, forcing a fundamental reassessment of security protocols and a renewed commitment to passenger safety. The creation of the Transportation Security Administration, a direct response to the attacks, ushered in a new era of airport security with stricter screening procedures, advanced technologies, and a heightened awareness of potential threats. Cockpit doors were reinforced, air marshals became a more common presence on flights, and passengers were educated on how to identify and report suspicious activity. The skies, once a symbol of freedom and limitless possibility, became a battleground in the fight against terrorism, a constant reminder of the delicate balance between security and liberty. Yet even as the industry adapted to this new reality, the spirit of aviation endured. People continued to fly, driven by the same desires that had always fueled air travel. the thirst for adventure, the need to connect with loved ones, the pursuit of dreams that lay beyond the horizon. While technology and protocols played a crucial role in enhancing aviation security, the events of September 11th underscored the importance of the human factor in preventing future tragedies. The courage and quick thinking of passengers and crew members on United Flight 93, who fought back against the hijackers, prevented a far greater loss of life and served as a stark reminder that vigilance and collective action can make a difference. The legacy of that day extends beyond the realm of aviation, reminding us that security is not solely the responsibility of governments or institutions, but a shared obligation that falls upon each and every one of us. By staying informed, reporting suspicious activity, and looking out for one another, we can all contribute to creating a safer world. The story of Air Force One on September 11th is a testament to the power of human courage and resilience in the face of unimaginable adversity. It's a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there are those who rise to the occasion, who put duty above self, and who inspire us all to strive for a better tomorrow. The story of Air Force One on September 11th is a powerful reminder of the importance of leadership in times of crisis. On that fateful day, the world watched in horror as the events unfolded, and the role of Air Force One became a focal point of national and global attention. The aircraft, often seen as a symbol of American power and prestige, was now thrust into a situation that demanded not just its physical presence, but the embodiment of its symbolic significance. President Bush, though thrust into an unimaginable situation, projected an image of strength and resolve, reassuring a nation reeling from shock and grief. His immediate response was crucial in setting the tone for the nation's reaction. As he boarded Air Force One, the weight of the world seemed to rest on his shoulders. The decisions he made in those critical moments would not only define his presidency, but also shape the course of history. His actions aboard Air Force One, the decisions he made, the words he spoke, helped to steady a nation on the brink and set the course for the challenging days that lay ahead. The aircraft, equipped with advanced communication systems, became a flying command center. From this airborne fortress, President Bush communicated with his advisors, military leaders, and foreign dignitaries, ensuring that the United States remained in control despite the chaos on the ground. The flight of Air Force One on that fateful day transcended its function as a mode of transport. It became a symbol of continuity, a beacon of hope in a world plunged into chaos. The sight of the aircraft, with its distinctive blue and white livery, provided a sense of stability and reassurance to a nation in turmoil. It was a visual representation of the government's resilience and determination to overcome the crisis. It became a symbol of continuity, a beacon of hope in a world plunged into chaos. The aircraft's journey on September 11th was not just a flight, it was a mission to maintain the continuity of government and to project strength in the face of adversity. As Air Force One flew from one secure location to another, it carried with it the hopes and prayers of millions of Americans who looked to their leaders for guidance and reassurance. The sight of that iconic blue and white aircraft soaring above the fray served as a powerful reminder that even in the face of unimaginable terror, America would endure. The aircraft's presence in the sky was a testament to the nation's resilience and its ability to rise above the challenges it faced. It was a symbol of hope, a beacon of light in the darkest of times. The events of September 11th tested the mettle of a nation and revealed the extraordinary courage of ordinary individuals. From the first responders who rushed into the burning buildings to the passengers on Flight 93 who fought back against their hijackers, the day was filled with acts of heroism and bravery. These individuals, through their selfless actions, demonstrated the true spirit of America. The story of Air Force One is a testament to the enduring spirit of America, a spirit that refuses to be broken by fear or hate, a spirit that continues to inspire the world with its unwavering belief in the promise of freedom, justice, and the pursuit of a more perfect union. The aircraft, with its storied history and its role on September 11th, stands as a symbol of the nation's enduring values and its commitment to overcoming adversity. Throughout its history, Air Force One has been a witness to many significant moments. It has carried presidents to meetings with world leaders, to sites of national importance, and to places of crisis. Each journey has added to the aircraft's legacy, making it a symbol of the presidency and the nation's leadership. On September 11th, that legacy was further solidified as the aircraft played a crucial role in the nation's response to the attacks. The advanced communication systems aboard Air Force One allowed President Bush to stay in constant contact with his advisors and military leaders. This capability was essential in coordinating the nation's response to the attacks and ensuring that the government remained functional. The aircraft's role as a flying command center was never more critical than on that day, as it provided a secure and mobile platform for the president to lead the nation. The security measures in place on Air Force One are designed to protect the president and ensure the continuity of government. On September 11th, these measures were put to the test as the aircraft flew to multiple secure locations. The ability to keep the president safe while maintaining communication with the nation's leaders was a testament to the aircraft's design and the preparedness of the Secret Service and military personnel. Inside Air Force One, the president has access to a suite of rooms designed for work and rest. This includes a conference room, an office, and a bedroom. These facilities allow the president to continue working even while in flight, ensuring that the nation's leadership is never interrupted. On September 11th, these features were crucial as President Bush and his team worked to respond to the unfolding crisis. Air Force One's ability to travel anywhere in the world at a moment's notice makes it a vital tool for international diplomacy. The aircraft has been used to transport presidents to meetings with foreign leaders, to attend international summits, and to visit troops stationed overseas. Its presence on the global stage is a reminder of the United States' commitment to its allies and its role as a leader in the international community. Air Force One also plays a significant role in presidential transitions. When a new president is elected, the aircraft is used to transport the outgoing and incoming presidents to the inauguration. This tradition symbolizes the peaceful transfer of power and the continuity of government. On September 11th, the aircraft's role in ensuring the continuity of government was more important than ever, as it provided a secure platform for the president to lead the nation. Over the years, Air Force One has undergone numerous upgrades to ensure that it remains at the cutting edge of technology. These advancements include improvements to its communication systems, defensive capabilities, and overall performance. The aircraft's ability to adapt to new challenges and threats is a testament to the nation's commitment to maintaining its leadership and security. The legacy of Air Force One is intertwined with the history of the presidency and the nation. Each president who has flown on the aircraft has added to its story, making it a symbol of the nation's leadership and resilience. On September 11th, that legacy was further cemented as the aircraft played a crucial role in the nation's response to the attacks. The story of Air Force One on that day is a reminder of the importance of leadership, the resilience of the American people, and the enduring spirit of the nation. As we look to the future, the legacy of Air Force One continues to evolve. The aircraft will undoubtedly play a role in future crises, diplomatic missions, and significant moments in history. Its enduring legacy is a testament to the nation's commitment to leadership, resilience, and the pursuit of a more perfect union. The story of Air Force One on September 11th is just one chapter in its storied history, but it is a chapter that will be remembered for generations to come. The enduring legacy of Air Force One on September 11th is a powerful reminder of the American spirit. It is a symbol of hope, resilience, and the nation's unwavering commitment to its values. As the aircraft continues to serve future presidents, it will carry with it the lessons and memories of that fateful day, ensuring that the spirit of America remains strong and unbroken. The story of Air Force One is a source of national pride and a symbol of unity. It represents the best of America, its leadership, its resilience, and its commitment to freedom and justice. On September 11th, the aircraft played a crucial role in the nation's response to the attacks, and its legacy continues to inspire and remind us of the strength and courage of the American people. The enduring legacy of Air Force One is a testament to the nation's strength and resilience. It is a symbol of the nation's ability to overcome adversity and to rise above the challenges it faces. The story of Air Force One on September 11th is a powerful reminder of the importance of leadership, the resilience of the American people, and the enduring spirit of the nation. As we look to the future, the legacy of Air Force One will continue to inspire and remind us of the strength and courage of the American people. The story of Air Force One on September 11th is not just a historical account, but a call to action, a reminder that the fight for freedom and security is an ongoing endeavor that demands our constant vigilance and unwavering resolve. It's a testament to the power of courage, the importance of unity, and the enduring strength of the human spirit. As we reflect on the events of that day, let us honor the memory of those we lost by embracing the values they held dear: courage, compassion, and an unwavering belief in the promise of a better tomorrow. Let us draw inspiration from the heroes of that day, both those who wore uniforms and those who did not, who remind us that even in the darkest of times, the human spirit can overcome adversity. And let us never forget the lessons learned on that fateful day: the importance of vigilance, the power of unity, and the enduring strength of a nation that, even in its darkest hour, found the courage to rise again, stronger and more united than ever before.